Hi, everyone. My name is Kate Berg. I'm the community director at ByHeart. Um, we are an infant nutrition company. We're a fully integrated baby nutrition company, and we're creating best nutrition for babies, making it more accessible to more parents. That's our goal. And ahead of launching our infant formula, we're actually building an amazing community called Cluster. Cluster is our community for mamas to be, for new parents, for parents yet again, where we're offering expert advice, tips from other parents, like levity and eye roll, anything you need to get through those early days. Oh wait, she's here. Let me view request. Hold on, it's my first. Okay, here we go. Guest is joining us now. It looks like there she is.
Hi,
Good to see you.
good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I was just telling people a little bit about what we're doing at ByHeart and Cluster, and just saying how you could come to Cluster for experts to meet you in the exact moment you're in. So definitely check out Cluster and follow us on IG. One of the experts we have is here with me today. So
Hi, everyone. So nice to see everyone. My name is Jennifer Gelorte Doro, and I am the culinary director of Nouri. And so we're based in New York. We're a healthy meal delivery company, basically fusing Western nutrition and Eastern food therapy. And hi. And then we basically cover anyone trying to conceive, so through TTC, fertility, through pregnancy, and postpartum. So we're really excited today to be with Kate and show her one of our favorite snacks.
perfect. I'm glad you gave the spiel on what you're doing. But yes, will you, Jennifer, just tell everyone what we're going to be making today? Because I should say also, I know we're doing an energizing snack for pregnancy. I'm just doing a little camera tilt here, but I need to, let everyone know that I'm 6 months pregnant. Especially exciting for me, but the camera tilt is kind of hard. But I myself am 6 months pregnant, so I'm very excited for this one. I have all the ingredients out. I'm ready to go. So I'm going to follow your lead, but walk us through it. And if you wouldn't mind, because I looked at the ingredient list, can you also call out what ingredients you love, like which ones are specifically energizing and special for this recipe?
Yeah. So I'm going to grab mine so that I can kind of walk through each thing that we have here. So we're going to be making coconut date bites. And why I love this recipe is you always want to have like really great snacks hanging around, especially when you're having any cravings or maybe if you're breastfeeding or, if you're not feeling well, then maybe snacks and certain things are your go-to versus whole meals. And so it definitely runs the gamut in the way that it can feed a bunch of different people. So if you are either trying to conceive, pregnant, or postpartum, or if you're also have younger kids, maybe toddlers or anyone else in your family, this is a really great go-to snack to just have on hand. I make these, my son loves them, and they're just so easy to enjoy. You can freeze them, so then you can just have a batch all the time. I'm going to walk through kind of the ingredients here, why I love them, and it's a coconut date recipe here. So we have dates. Can you see this? Yeah. So we have dates, and these are majol dates. These are actually pitted, so there's no pit in them. Sometimes they could have a pit, so always make sure to check.
Removed the pits for mine.
Okay, good. And so dates are actually a really great source of magnesium. So if you're having any like muscle cramps or any issues with like pain, muscle pain, or if you're getting close to your actual estimated due date. So they say to eat a bunch of dates because it could help with cervical ripening. There is a good amount of magnesium in these, so that could help with that process. We have sunflower seeds. We also have pumpkin seeds. So I love pumpkin seeds because they're a really great source of iron, really great source of fiber, fat, protein. We also have oats here. So you can choose to have either gluten-free oats if you're sensitive to gluten, or regular oats. These are just rolled oats. And then we also have coconut flakes. This is maybe like a fine kind of cut here. You can use medium size. It doesn't really matter, whichever kind of
I have mine are
is
like
near you.
going, I mean, they're going in the food processor. So
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't matter really what size everything is, as long as, you know, you have a food processor around. If not, then maybe you're just cutting it up with your knife. And then I also have cocoa powder. So if you like a chocolate flavor, then you can add just some raw cocoa powder to it, to give it more of like a chocolate flavor. So you do have a food processor.
yeah,
All right, do you have it already set up?
I'm good. I'm also
Okay.
struggling to show you everything I have. Can I
Yeah.
ask one about dates? In my
Yeah.
they have a lot of sugar. Is that inaccurate?
Well, so I like to say that I would rather have someone have natural forms of sugar versus a chemically processed sugar. So like a high fructose corn syrup versus a date. I would love for you to have dates or a date syrup if you wanted to add any sweetness.
Okay, perfect. I've
Yeah.
got
Okay. So did you already cut up your dates?
yes, but they're not proper. They're not really processed.
Okay, cool. So if you have dates like this, you always want to make sure, just to allow your food processor to not work as hard, maybe just cut them up into smaller pieces.
Right.
So I think Kate already did that. So you'll add everything to your food processor. So add your dates,
Okay.
and then add maybe like a tablespoon or two of your oats, your pumpkin seeds, and then also your sunflower seeds.
So all the dry ingredients
Yes.
I combined. So.
Oh, that's fine. Just add it all together. This recipe is honestly very foolproof. Like, you know, if it doesn't come together, then maybe add honey or maple syrup or like coconut oil to kind of bind it together.
Great.
Okay, so once you've added everything together, you did all your dry ingredients. Did you add any cocoa powder yet?
No, should I add that in now?
Yeah, you can add it now. And so if you have your oats, your pumpkin seeds, your sunflower seeds, your cocoa powder, then put the top on and just pulse it really quickly.
Okay.
You can kind of get a sense of your consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Kayla.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll start to see everything kind of blend together.
Bind a little.
Yeah, bind a little. Have you added your dates?
Yeah, the dates I put in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely. I'm gonna put in more nuts.
Is it still sticky or is it dry?
It's a little dry.
Okay, so instead of adding more nuts, then maybe add more dates.
Got it.
Yeah, so the dates will be sticky enough. So like you can see like this one in particular, it's like this one's pitted and it has enough stickiness that it should all bind together. And it should only take like a few pulses. How does it look?
Oh yeah, that's a good consistency.
Okay, cool. So then from there, you want to take the top off, and then honestly just like take the blade out and just go in there with your hands, and then just start to form just like some ball bite sizes. Yeah. So a little movie magic. I already made mine.
Oh good, love that.
So you can see everything kind of breaks down, and then you see the little pieces of like the sunflower seeds, the
Yeah.
pumpkin seeds. And honestly, like whatever size is easiest, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, I love that. So you can make them either like medium size. So this one's like obviously pretty large compared to my hand. Or you can make them smaller, bite sizes, whatever works for you. And then you'll get your coconut flakes.
Huh?
And then here, I'll show you. I'll put some coconut flakes on my plate.
And these look delish.
And then it's like the perfect amount of like sweetness and savory. So here are mine. And I put the coconut flakes here. And then you're just going to spread out your coconut flakes and then just kind of roll them around.
Oh, interesting.
So then like the natural stickiness of like the dates will allow everything to stick together. How's yours looking, Kate?
It looks delish. I mean, I should have gotten this slightly smaller coconut flakes, but
oh, it's okay. Just break them up with your hand, or you can put them in the food processor, as well.
Yeah. But I mean, this looks delish. Mine are just smaller than yours.
Yeah, that's perfect. I feel like it really just is a personal preference in terms of size. I kind of like to make my bites like the size I make like meatballs.
Would you? I like cold snacks. Would you freeze?
Yeah, exactly. So you can totally add these to the fridge or the freezer. And that way they last longer as well. So anytime you freeze something, it can last up to 4 to 6 months. So if you want to do this ahead of time before your estimated due date, like this is the snack for your go-to.
Okay.
Postpartum snack. And yeah, these are all mine.
I love that. Wait, what was the question? What's your recommendation?
What's your recommendation for how many?
That's actually a great, it's like kind of a joke, but kind of real from like
honestly, I like to, I don't think that there's really, since everything is like such a healthy fat, such a healthy protein, you know, like especially in like our Nouri snack boxes, we'll put probably like 6 to 8, depending on how many days of the meal plan that you have. So we kind of estimate like 2 to 3 snacks. I would rather people try to get most of their nutrients from just like whole meals. But you know, some of your days and nights start to blend together, whether you're pregnant or even postpartum. So any time that you can just reach for something, I love this as like a go-to snack versus aimless crackers or cookies.
I'm balling more. You can't.
Okay, cool.
Like all of them. I love that. Okay, so Kayla, 6 to 8 is like what we're working with. And with the Nouri meal plans, can you do snacks and whole meals?
Yeah, so a lot of the configuration is either breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you can decide to choose either breakfast and dinner, whatever meal kind of works for your family. And snacks come included with every meal plan. So you can also have the option to add more snacks if you'd like. So some people who have, again, like either partners that they want to feed or maybe toddlers, then you can totally have any family add-ons and then have additional snacks or food that way.
I love this. This is so helpful.
Yeah. So if you want to add,
a question that I was actually thinking too, just when it comes to ingredients, like in my own, I mean, I'm in my 3rd trimester right now. I'm a little bit out of feeling like deeply exhausted all the time. But are there ingredients you like that are particularly, I don't know, high in fat or protein that you like in snacks just to feel, you know, energized? And
so really any nuts or seeds will always be my go-to. Or if you're into nut butters, so like almond butter, and I like to pair that with like any fruits. So comparing it to just having like a piece of apple on its own, adding the apple with like the almond butter is a really great way to get additional fiber, additional energy, protein, and it's not just like an empty carb. So if you are someone also who's struggling with maybe gestational diabetes, that's like a really great go-to combination. This is too, essentially, just because it does have the fat, it does have the protein. Although dates do have natural sugars, they're natural, they're not going to necessarily, with the combination of the nuts and the other proteins and fats spike your blood sugar. So this is a really great option as well if you're looking for just like a snack that could potentially be helpful throughout all of your stages as well.
Okay, that's great. I have that, and that's why I was asking specifically
Oh
about
yeah.
dates. So that's really helpful to know.
Yeah, anytime you pair fat and protein with maybe like an empty carb, like a fruit or a vegetable, knowing to make those combinations are really helpful. So it allows just to add more fiber so that it allows your body to process it at a very much slower rate, and so it won't necessarily like, spike your blood sugar
Okay.
as if you just had it on its own, essentially.
Right. It's about like the combinations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great.
In terms of other things that you can mix in, so you can obviously add in nut butters, like I said, really any kind of nuts and seed that you love. So I also really love like goji berries. Um, let me think. Cashews, really love cashews, walnuts. Um, Honestly, this is one of the like kind of foundational recipes that you can just kind of add and mix whatever you kind of just have in your pantry. So if maybe one day someone was like, "Oh, you should really try spirulina," and you're like, "Okay, I have it in my pantry,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know what to do with it," then you can totally add it to this. Similar way in which we kind of rolled it around in the coconut flakes, you can roll around in like moringa powder. We just actually had that snack last week. Or you could do spirulina, um, really any kind of like superfood powder you have. And even if you aren't even pregnant or you're just looking for like a go-to toddler snack, like this could be it.
Just like a vehicle for all the superfoods.
Exactly. Exactly.
Love that. Well, this was so great. Thank you for giving us something easy and like adaptable. Easy is always good.
Yeah. I
We
mean, how
appreciate
long
it.
did this take? Like a minute or two?
Yeah, zero time.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. And it's very cool that you guys do the stage-based recipes because like your needs change as this thing goes on. So I know you guys put more recipes on cluster, but it's really helpful to think about it that way.
Yeah, totally. Thank you so much for having us and I hope you enjoy.
Thank you, Jennifer. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.